unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Greetings, Universal fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, discovering more about the Universal Orlando Resort, as well as Universal Studios Hollywood, Japan, and Singapore.
Greetings, Real fans, and welcome to the Real Fans for Real Universal Attractions podcast, the podcast by the people for the people, the podcast that tries to keep it to within an hour so you can listen in just one workout, but most importantly, the podcast where every opinion counts, even if it's wrong. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 106 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I am your host Lee, and the show is brought to you in association with MiceChat.com and sponsored by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. As always, joining me as usual are Darren.
What's up, Internet?
And my beautiful wife, Tracy.
Oh, hello.
Hunter's not here because he is in the theme parks. Bleh.
Not boo, he's doing research.
And for this special crossover show, also joining us from the Real Fans for Real Movies podcast are our good friends, Mr. Roman Simmons.
Hello.
And Mr. Andy DeGenova.
Hello, UUOP, and Lee, that was beautiful. when you quote our podcast, I feel like we've succeeded at something. I don't know what, but something, and I am honored that you did that.
Oh, it's not that big a deal, trust me.
Oh.
On our next show, we'll quote you.
Awesome.
I don't know what it will be yet. I'll figure it out.
Well, it'd be amazing.
I was just going to say, amazing.
It'll be. That sounds amazing.
There we go. Anyway, so we thought for this show that as we're all universal, as we're a universal podcast.
Are you sure?
And
Okay.
And Roman and Andy do a movie podcast, that the perfect crossover point would be to talk about the movies that inspired the Universal attractions.
Awesome.
Ride the movies.
Exactly. Do they still use that tagline?
No, but I missed that tagline.
Yeah.
It still kind of is.
Yeah, it's there somewhere, but yeah.
In the hearts of all the fans.
Forgot to miss out.
You forgot to miss out.
Actually used to be, you are a former Universal Orlando Jaws skipper, am I correct?
This is very true.
That is awesome.
That is very cool.
And that was kind of what sparked this whole episode off.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was just for a summer, but it was so much fun just to be a part of that ride. That has so much nostalgia for so many people who've been there and enjoy the movie and enjoy the ride. So
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I still miss it.
I do too.
Yeah, and Thomas.
We'll just take a moment for Jaws. Yes. This episode is probably like the Avengers for Thomas J. Wagner, having both of the shows together.
So, Darren, do you want to kick us off with the first film?
Sure. The first movie and attraction we're going to be covering is The Mummy. The Mummy opened in the U.S. on May 7th, 1999, directed by Stephen Sommers, and starred Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell, Rachel Weisz as Evie Carnahan, and Arnold Vosloo as Imhotep. The movie spawned 2 sequel movies and 2 spin-off movies.
Fees, and Darren's disappeared. Not now.
No. Imhotep's got him.
Imhotep.
That would have gone a lot better if Darren had just gotten his cup of coffee.
That's staying in.
Awesome.
Something happened?
Yes, you disappeared.
Oh, for the whole thing?
Yeah, well, you came and you sort of cut off
You
just
mentioned
after.
Imhotep.
Oh no, the spin-off movies was the last bit you got to. Just go from the attraction because we had a laugh there, and that's definitely staying in.
Okay. The attraction at Universal Studios Florida, The Revenge of the Mummy, opened on May 21st, 2004, and replaced Confrontation.
So we're going to go a quick round table, talk about the film.
Table.
Square
square
table,
table,
I'm
thank
forgetting. So I'm going to start with, this one was actually Roman's suggestion because it's one of his favourites. So Roman, what do you think of the movie and the attraction?
Well, I'll start with the attraction first because I was fortunate enough to have been at Universal when they were first opening the ride, so it hadn't quite been open to the public. And I don't know if you guys have ever had the ability or the luxury of being able to go on rides before they become public.
No.
So sometimes they have to kind of dial things back and up because it might be too extreme or not, extreme enough.
Okay.
And
That is known as test and adjust.
Yes.
Yeah. But I got to ride it probably about like a month before it opened, and I can remember like because that first takeoff of it is so just 0 to 60 once you go right into the ride, that there were people that were legitimately like getting sick like instantaneously on the ride. They weren't, 'cause it was almost like a Hulk-like takeoff, like the Hulk ride.
Really?
Where you just go, yeah, and the ride itself was just so cool. It was really kind of unlike anything anyone had really ever seen or done. Obviously, and that's what made it really cool. In the way that they incorporated all of the major points of the movie itself, and with it being the mummy and all of the cool powers that the mummy had, and and just the way it took you through the ride. It was such a great ride, and I haven't been on it in years, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. So for that aspect of it, I absolutely love the ride. And the movie itself is just like you file it under fun. It's just pure fun. There's just nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing really over the top about it. There's nothing groundbreaking that's being done with it. It's just you enjoy the characters, you enjoy the villain, you enjoy the scenery. The effects were really cool, and I'm a huge effects guy. So if you can give me great effects in a movie, usually you'll get another ticket out of me. But the movie itself, that's the only way I can really describe it. It's just fun. You can't put it on and not have a good time with it from wherever point you put it on.
Yeah, what you're saying there about the movie being fun. It's like the kind of movies you used to make when we were kids.
Yeah, it's
sure.
It's a
like
good
an Indiana
old-fashioned
Jones
romp.
type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. No,
love that.
absolutely.
I totally agree with you guys. That the movie is just pure fun. I remember the movie very vividly because it kicked off the summer of 1999. So it was kind of like an appetizer while we all waited for Star Wars Episode 1, which of course we all know how that turned out. But at the time, we're like, all right, the mummy will tide us over until it's time for some Star Wars. And at the time, I liked it. But it's one of those movies that I think because it is just a pure good time combined with the fact that, now it's been 15 years, nostalgia plays a factor into it. Now I kind of love it for that reason. It's almost like Universal Studios were like, we want to reinvent one of our classic monsters. What if we mashed it up, to your point, Lee, with Indiana Jones? Yeah. So let's put Indiana Jones in a mummy movie and see what happens. And that's what it is. It never takes itself too seriously. It's just trying to give you a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I kind of appreciate the fact that it's unabashed summer movie thrill ride. And I enjoy it for that. I think some of the effects haven't aged as well because I just rewatched it, honestly, about a month ago because it had been a while. And there's some of that CG. It's not quite there anymore. But you just kind of accept that was the time we were in when it was all kind of in its infancy, and you just enjoy it for the fun that it is. But it's funny, at the time in 99, I was like, wow, this is a shallow summer movie. But I watch it now, and the mummy doesn't really make an appearance in the film until about an hour in. Everything up until then is really kind of building the characters and the relationships and building the situation and building to the mummy. And I'm like, I feel like if that came out today, everybody would be pissed that it took so long for the mummy to show up. So it's almost, yeah, exactly. Right. So it's almost old fashioned in that way, but it is fun. Brendan Fraser's having a blast as the lead of the movie. I like the sequels too. I think they fall right in line with silly fun. So sounds like Lee doesn't agree. That's okay.
Oh, Lee never agrees with anything.
The second one's crap and the third one's even worse.
Yeah.
I think they're all cut from the same cloth, I think that they're all goofy, silly fun. And again, as long as that's what you're going in for, that's okay. As for the attraction itself, I'm like Roman. I wasn't working at Universal, but I was living in Orlando when the attraction was being built. So I remember riding it with like soft opens and then riding it for like a month before it officially opened. Cool. And every time we rode it, seeing something new that had been added. So the very first time we rode it, there was no Emotep animatronic that comes out of the crypt. That wasn't there. And so I was kind of disappointed with it because I'm like, oh, the only mummies we get are those statues that pop up. And that was kind of disappointing to me. And then by the time the attraction actually opened, they had that fully articulated animatronic come out of the crypt. I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's great. I love the false ending. I think that's a really fun thing. Yeah. The fire on the ceiling is a great effect. So I really enjoy the attraction. It's one of my favorite attractions in the park because it does take just kind of that fun of the film and translate it to an attraction. And I like the attraction because it's not just one thing. It takes a lot of different effects to create an experience. It's a coaster, it's thrilling, but there's also a lot of great theming, good effects, animatronics. There's a story. I think if there's a fault of the attraction is that they don't communicate the story super well. So, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if people just don't pay attention to the videos in the queue. They're too busy talking or playing on their phones, but I feel like it's never quite clear, like, what's going on. People are always like we're, obviously you're supposed to get to the the mark of the Magi.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like that's ever made super clear. And so I think most people are just like, oh, that was a fun ride. And they don't quite get the story. But anyway, so yeah, I love the movie. I love the attraction. It's one of those, anytime I am in town, I always have to ride the Mummy.
Well, like everybody said, the movie's just fun. I enjoy it, and I won't. If the other sequels are on, I'll keep the TV on. I won't change it. It's not something I go out of my way for, but if they're there, I'll watch them. And as far as the ride goes, that's one of the two rides. The other one being Men in Black that I can quote all the way through and do while I'm riding it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Don't sit next to you then.
Yeah. I bet that's fun for everyone in the car.
I do it quietly. To myself. Yeah, but it's good fun, and yeah, I never missed it either, and I'm there pretty much every weekend now. So
not much to add. I agree with everything that's been said. The movies, especially the first one, I love it because it is just a good old-fashioned family romp that sounded much better in my head.
Family romp.
But it is, the movies are a lot of fun. I think the hues of it give it that old-fashioned feel as well. I always like how colour is used in movies, and that's what I always notice in that. It's a very, how do I phrase it? I tend to view things with not that I'm a photographer, but with a photographer's eye, and that type of movie appeals to me because it's very
visual.
We'll go with that.
It's very epic. Lots of sweeping vista.
Yeah.
As the music swells, you see them going across the desert on camels. It's very kind of cool and old-fashioned epic in that way.
Like you think about the bit when they're waiting for the sun to come up, where they wait so they know where to go across, and then they have the big race, don't they? That's quite epic.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Lawrence of Arabia, but with more mummies and swords. Yeah.
Yes. I love the movie, and like Darren says, if the movie's on the TV, then it doesn't get turned over. The ride, I love the ride. It was waiting for Jane to be tall enough to ride it.
Yeah, it was the one she was really looking forward to last time we went.
Yeah, and she comes off and goes, "Is that it?"
Yeah.
Oh, little extreme ride. I love the ride. I love the queue for me. There's that balance. You don't be in line too long, but if you're not in line long enough, you miss so much.
Yeah.
Little things like it always disappoints me if the line doesn't come far enough back. You you put your hands on the things together. I was going to say that bit.
That's cool.
So, so you can hit the scarab and blast somebody with air on the other side. I love all those fun elements.
Can I bring that up? That's something that's always bugged me about the attraction. Okay, hear me out. Yes, bugged, pun intended. They've got the thing where it's set up where you can hit the scarab and blast air with somebody else in the line. Yeah. The problem is that the person getting blasted with air has already seen that you can do that, so they're not scared. It should have been swapped.
So it goes
the air
back
should
down
have happened first, and I don't know why they did that.
Way. Yeah,
it drives me crazy because I'm like, that person's not scared because they were just able to do it 5 minutes ago to other people.
It's cool when you do it though, and like both place your hands on the thing and the light dim, and it's like,
get the power.
Cool. Yeah, those cool little interactive things are super fun.
It was pretty cool in 2004. We went through on Halloween Horror Night. 5, sorry.
No, 4, you're right. It wasn't opened in 2004, was it?
Yes, it opened in May.
May 21st,
Yeah.
2004.
Thank you, it was
It's
new.
right here in the show notes.
I don't read. Just because I wrote it doesn't mean I take any notice of it.
Great.
Once you write it, you forget about it.
Yeah. So going through there on Halloween Horror Nights, and you had people stepping out, and there was scare actors
Yeah.
in there. That was brilliant. And even the members of staff, they're just so in character,
Yeah.
as Lee knows. Getting told off.
Yes.
Um,
Not allowed to take pictures of team members in there.
but yeah, I love the energy of the.
Yeah, I got told off.
Yeah. But yes, I
Don't
love
they know who you are?
exactly.
Oh no, this was before then.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, now they'd be like, oh, it's Lee Malby. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Lee Malby.
They'll just hand him a camera.
Exactly.
But yeah, I love the energy of the ride. Yeah, there isn't enough of the storyline gotten across, but it's visual, it's exciting, it's scary. And I love the fact that I know exactly where the camera is, so I
you beat me
mug
to it.
every single shot.
That's all we spent our second trip doing, was just pulling stupid faces at the camera.
Yep. I just like, and I even like the gift shop.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like the stilt walkers that are usually outside.
The one last year was really good.
He was
yeah.
very intimidating, and he had a
was
hell of a
cool.
6-pack. But I wasn't looking.
You have to if you're going to be
Right.
entertainment at Universal.
Is that true?
It's true.
Okay.
Those are the two rules for Universal Entertainment: be able to walk stilts and be able to take your shirt off and look good.
Okay. I have no chance then.
That's why I got hired so fast.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the film's good. We watched them not that long ago with the kids. The sequels are awful.
And the second one was better than the
The
third.
second
but
one would be okay, but I think the Scorpion King CG is awful.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my god,
very-
it's terrible.
That is
Yeah.
that is true.
It's
I
awful.
enjoy the movie, but you're right. The effect on the Scorpion King is bad.
And the little pygmy mummy bits, they cripple me. I can't watch that.
the Anubis army is
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I,
those are cool.
like I love
I
The
love
Rock
Anubis.
as well. As an act, like I genuinely like The Rock as an actor. I think he's really good, but they kind of underused him in that quite a bit. I haven't seen.
Yeah, it was only really him in the prologue, and then
Yeah.
CG from then on in.
But, you know, the original films, they're good. Like you say, they're a good romp. It's funny, actually, Andy, that you should say that it was like a kind of Universal monster thing, because obviously the next thing that Stephen Sommers did was Van Helsing, which nearly
Yeah.
got an attraction at Universal as well.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly what it was. Is because Stephen Sommers was able to take The Mummy and reimagine it and make it a hit. They were like, "All right, Stephen Sommers, take all our monsters and make a hit because we want to capitalize off of them." And he did Van Helsing, and they were so sure it was going to be huge that
And it
they
did
kept
nothing.
they kept the sets intact. They greenlit the sequel. They started work on an attraction, and then it came out and fizzled. And they were like, "All right, never mind."
I quite like
Which is a shame.
I quite like Van Helsing.
Van Helsing is a terrible movie that I love.
yeah.
I think what lets it down is like the main villain, the Dracula, isn't a particularly compelling.
Dracula.
Like all the
No.
other, like the Wolfman's really good, and Frankenstein. It's the actual, like the main guy is not.
My issue is that if you watch it, Dracula and Frankenstein scream every line.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
There's
they're very
no nuance
operatic.
there. They're constantly screaming, and I'm like, that line would have been way better if you underplayed it. But anyway,
I need
Yeah.
to
this
watch
is
that
about the
again
mummy.
now.
This is about the mummy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can talk to you about Van Helsing all day because, like I said, I watch it way so much for a movie that's not very good.
But then, so you go like back to the ride. We actually rode it not long after it opened, then, because we were there in
Yes,
September
We've kind of established that.
'04. And I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really enjoyed it. It's, I like Andy said, the fire ceiling bit's
Oh,
brilliant.
that's
I
one of
love
the
the
best
false
bits.
ending. I love the fact that, and they use it a lot at Universal, that when the window smashes, they spray you with water, so it's kind of like you're getting hit with glass. I can't remember. I remember the commercials for it when it came out, because they marketed it as a psychological coaster, didn't they?
Well,
So
when
it was
you
like
think you've got,
fear
Yeah.
of bugs and
and you've got
dark.
the
and
scarab,
all the
scarabs
rest of
coming
it.
out, and yeah.
I think it's shown its age a little bit now. That Emotep animatronic that Andy was so woo is now.
Yeah.
Creaky.
When he was new, he was awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of not now.
It's not the same. Didn't we say it's not the same as when we?
No, it is.
No,
it was the one round the corner. They started doing a projection on it for a while.
Yes.
Instead of it being the proper thing, but yeah, I really like it. It's one we will ride every time we go, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
without a doubt.
And I do think that in my memory, it is the first attraction, and one of the only that they always applaud for you when you finish.
Yeah.
Which I think is so funny, but it works. Because then everybody starts clapping too, and it's like this great, like this psychological thing where everybody goes, "Oh, I had a great time. I'm getting applauded. Awesome!" And it's like it makes it feel like you accomplished something, even though you just sat there.
Cool, definitely. Like Spider, I think they do that on Spider-Man as well, don't they? And Transformers.
Yeah.
And Men in Black, don't they?
No, because you're not even supposed to have been anywhere on Men in Black, have you?
Yeah, that's true. You get flashy things.
Do you mean the Universe in You? I've never ridden Men in Black. I've only done the Universe in You.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I like that ride.
Right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with some more movies. Diagon Alley is now open at Universal Studios Florida, and we know all you witches and wizards can't wait to visit. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel deal with the muggles in resort reservations. They are a Universal Parks and Resorts specialist, as well as an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the new Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs. And make sure to let them know you heard about them because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us continue to bring you the best Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free on 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com. Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, and on to the next film.
Men in Black opened in the US on July 2nd, 1997. It was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld and starred Will Smith as Agent J, Tommy Lee Jones as Agent K, and Vincent D'Onofrio as Edgar. We all remember. The ride Men in Black Alien Attack opened at Universal Studios Florida on April 14th, 2000, and replaced the Back to the Future locomotive display.
Cool. Okay, so we will set this one off. Go on, Andy.
All right. Well, and can I say I'm much happier with Men in Black replacing a locomotive display than I was with the Mummy replacing King Kong.
Yeah.
You can say goodbye to the you can just move a train, but you don't lose an attraction that way. Also, fun fact, as far as I know, you might want to check this. This is also where the old Swamp Thing set was, where they shot Swamp Thing the series.
Yeah.
So fun things. Yep. Yeah. So there you go. A little Universal history. As for the film itself, I think much like The Mummy, it's just a really fun movie. It was one of those movies that kind of came out of nowhere. Again, I remember going to see it 4th of July weekend, 1997, and this was the one that kind of came off the disappointment of The Lost World, where a lot of people were disappointed with the sequel to Jurassic Park, and so Men in Black kind of scratched that itch that summer for being the big screen fun entertainment. And also, this was when Will Smith, like, his star was burning bright, and he could do no wrong, which, I mean, lasted a long, long time until After Earth. Aw.
Oh, God.
But the movie, I think it's a really, really good movie. It's really fun. I think Vincent D'Onofrio as Edgar is a really fun and weird villain. And it's almost like the best Alien movie that Tim Burton didn't direct.
Yeah.
Because I always said that Barry Sonnenfeld is like a Tim Burton light. You know, he does things Tim Burton, but he's better at kind of packaging it for the masses. It's not quite as weird. It's a little more accessible. And I don't think Tommy Lee Jones gets enough credit for how funny he is in these movies. Will Smith has the showier role, and he's great. His wisecracks are great. His jokes are great. But Tommy Lee Jones playing the straight man with just that completely serious face and voice, I think he just nails it, and he's great. So I don't think he gets enough credit. I enjoy the movie. I think it's a lot of fun. It's one that is nice to revisit. The sequel, I think, is awful, and Men in Black 2 is terrible. Men in Black 3 is pretty good, so it's kind of a hit or miss franchise. But I think the attraction is really, really well done, and it's really, really fun. It's great because it has that interactive element that, of course, every time you're kind of trying to learn and do better and better. I've still never maxed out. I don't know how people can do it on this attraction. That one I do well, but not that well. That blows my mind.
Well enough to come second, though, Andy. Eh?
Yeah, I did. But even then, I was like, that was not my best score. It was too much pressure. Last year, when we had the meetup, I did come in second. So hats off to Gregory, who came in first.
That lad can max out on both sides every time.
See, I think I need to take some classes from him because I can do well, but again, it's never maxed.
To back Gregory up, Darren's scores, since he started going, he's ridden with Gregory a few times. Darren, your scores are better than mine now.
Yeah. I'm moving up in the world. Yeah.
Nice.
Basically,
look out. Next meetup.
Yeah, keep your trigger finger down and shoot everything up high. There you go.
Up high. Okay. So yeah, great. Anyway, it's a great attraction. I love that everything in it is three-dimensional. I love that there are different endings depending on how well you do. So overall, I think it's really, really fun. I think that those screens where they do the scan for aliens need a replace because they're starting to look a little fuzzy. But overall, I think I also love the queue in this attraction. I think that the queue is brilliantly done, and the fact that it does look just like the movie, a little smaller than it looked in the movie, but still like having the twins up there on the computers, super well done attraction. And again, when I go to the park, my list of must-dos is kind of short, but it includes The Mummy, it includes Men in Black, and it includes the next ride we're going to talk about too. So I think you picked good ones for this episode.
Cool. Roman?
It's actually funny because this movie was actually on at my sister's place here where I am. So it was an instant refresher for me. And I mean, Andy hit it right on the head. Like, Tommy Lee Jones is so undercover funny in this. Like he really, and I think this kind of, I think it did kind of open up his little niche into trying to do more movies like this, because he started doing like that cheerleader movie and then a couple other roles where he wasn't so just hard edge all the time. So
yeah. It almost reminds me of his role in Captain America, where he never cracks a smile, but he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So it gave him. I feel like it gave his his career arc a little more latitude, because before he was just like straight hard edged kind of guy. So from that aspect, it's great. And just everything about this movie is just like you're laughing throughout. It's entertaining throughout. Like, there's never a point where you're just like, all right, let's move on to the next thing, because they always leave enough there on the table for you to take and digest, and then you're waiting for something else to come.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that aspect of it. But yeah, the ride is it was one of those things where I hadn't really been on an interactive ride like that, and that has really spawned the way for so many of the interactive rides you see now.
Yeah.
At parks. Like, it was really kind of like that along the forefront of that pioneering of because before you're just singing rides and you're going through it and that's it. You didn't have to do anything, and this really kind of opened up that avenue of it. And it was, I mean, I can remember, walking over there and being 3-hour waits for weeks. And at that point you're just like, is it really worth it? But when you get through it, the line, like Andy said, is entertaining in and of itself, and the ride itself is just fun.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. There's so much you can just take in that you feel satisfied. Even though I feel as though it's kind of a relatively short ride, you feel satisfied with what you did.
Yeah.
Because it's a busy ride, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It attacks your senses on all fronts. There's no doubt about that.
Because you feel part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you're in that world for those 2-3 minutes that you're there. You're really in that world that Silent Phil created in the movie, and you love it. And then when you're done, you're just like, oh, it's over. You're done. We can't go back. So So yeah, it's great. And there's nothing about that ride that I don't enjoy at all. So when I go, it's definitely a ride that I enjoy going on.
Cool.
Yeah, the movies. I love the movies. They're just good family fun. Who doesn't love Will Smith? Well, then.
Communists.
Let's be honest, when you were around that time, Will Smith was top of his game.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It was a year after Independence Day, and it was just, bam, he was huge.
Yeah. So you have this great movie that's got great visuals, great music, some great actors. Doesn't Michael Jackson even appear in it?
Agent M.
Agent M. Yeah.
That was number 2.
That was number 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the second one.
But yeah, I've always thought that Tommy Lee Jones that was an amazing role for him, and I'm a huge fan of his anyway, and how his career has deviated since then has been brilliant. Because it's just so deadpan, because he is a stereotypical grumpy old fart, isn't he? And and you can see he's just tolerating this young whippersnapper. But it's great because he has some great lines in there that I can't even think of a single one. Back yourself up there,
I love
Tracy.
the moment when he says, you know what they say, it's better to have loved and lost, and he just grabs him and goes, try it. And it's like, oh, bam. Like, you need to shut up. Yeah. He's great.
But yeah, then the ride. It is the worst ride for me in the sense of I'm a very competitive person.
Right, put it this way, Tracy, right? It is the ride that you and I have ridden in Orlando
The most.
way more than anything else.
It kills me that Lee scores more than me. One day I'm going to accidentally stand on his hand or his trigger finger.
Your break his fingers and can't play.
Now, this is just between us few people. But it's great having kids because I know I can beat them. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
No letting the kids win in the Malaby house.
No.
Oh, no.
They need to learn life
They got to learn
lessons.
disappointment early.
Absolutely. But yeah, the ride's all encompassing, isn't it? It is a ride that I think that you could actually just put your gun down and enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, but there's 3 different endings. I'm sorry, I only thought there was a suit ending. But we've sat there, haven't we? I'm talking before the kids, when there's been us and other people in the car, and our score comes up, and it's, you got the suit, these people behind us are cheering. We're thinking, you scored about 5 points. What are you cheering for? It's down to us that you got the suit.
There's us on like 5 or 600,000.
They're riding your coattails.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean that ride. I mean, we danced down the exit ramp.
Those
don't
poor
we?
team members having to listen to that song on repeat all day long.
But we've got to the point where we embrace it. We ham it up from the second we walk through the doors, and it's But there's even little things like I like the acid pool or whatever it is coming out the locker in the queue line.
Yeah.
And the fact that we've been downstairs with Bob and Mr. Unpronounceable.
Darren, what is it? We Hank, do you call him?
We hang.
Yeah, we hang, Bob.
We hang. And I have to say, those white plastic chairs that are in the movie and in the ride are very, very comfortable.
Yes, they are.
Nice. They look like teeth.
They don't feel like teeth.
No.
Well, that's good.
I've never sat in teeth. I'm a dental nurse by trade, but yes, I've never sat in a tooth. But yes, I love the ride, and it's just a lot of fun, especially if I win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Darren?
The movie is excellent. That came out when I was 13, so I was the prime demographic for it, and it worked. It starts off, it looks like it's going to be an action heavy kind of movie, and then it quickly changes, and you quickly find out that this is not going to be like other ones that you've seen before, and I think the interview scene, where they're sitting in those eggs, and he's got to slide the table across, and all those kind of things. Yeah, like that showed me like, okay, this is something different, and that's something special, and it really is. I enjoy that movie. I'll watch it anytime it's on as well. The ride, when I first went through, I was like, it's all right. I was not into the shooting gallery aspect of it, and it was horrible.
It's Darren's
at it.
last episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando.
I'm disgusted.
Wait, this changes. Okay.
Oh, good.
So he's good at it.
Yeah, that's the way I felt until I was entered into the world of competitive Men in Black.
Pro sport.
And realized, hey, there's stuff that scores more than others. I was always shooting the statues all the time, and very hard hitting the sensors on those. So I was coming out with the lowest score on most of the time, and I'm like, I don't understand this.
Darren's being honest. He always used to say that his gun was broken. Yeah, every time I go on, my gun's broken.
Yep, always.
Yep. Every time I get that one that's got instead of the balls, it's got like the weird thing hanging off the side. It's like, oh, okay. Yep,
Pardon?
It's the gun.
It's balls and a weird thing hanging off the side.
It's got the guns themselves. They've got like the little orbs on the side, and then they switched them around halfway because they ran out of those.
Okay.
So they started using like this other like weird piece. I don't know what it is, but those are the ones that are broken. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Every time. I get that one. But yeah, after that, it became a must ride every time we go, and I've noticed some cool details in there. Like there's a antique store called I Am OTEP.
Oh, cool!
I Am OTEP store, yeah. And
very cool.
There's a couple other little references, and Steven Spielberg is in there.
I still haven't.
Yes, thank you
him.
for mentioning that. I wanted to point that out. Good call.
It's Frank the Pug I haven't seen yet.
He's right. You go through. He's on the right. In the shop window,
Yep.
You shoot him, shoot Steven Spielberg every time.
At his newsstand from the movie. Yeah. So and it's always great, when you've got a score over anything over like 200,000 or 300,000, and everybody else in the car has like 30, and they look at you and say, "How do you do that?" It's like, okay, let me tell you.
Your answer should be because I'm the best of the best of the best.
Yeah.
And walk away.
And you
don't look back. Yeah. Just walk away in slow motion.
Pull a biro out your pocket if you just like to look here.
But yeah, that's always a lot of fun. And yeah, like I said, the queue theming is excellent, and I love the interactive doors as well. There's a couple of doors there. If you shake the handle, they do some different things. Yeah,
you want to take a 5-year-old through there who's kind of nervous of going on the ride in the first place and go, just touch that door handle there, Jade.
Yeah.
She crapped herself.
We're great parents.
And every once in a while, I get a creative team member at the front that has a funny little spiel instead of the standard. And since Jaws is gone, we don't get that. You get a lot of that anymore. So I'll hold on to whatever I can get in that aspect. So definitely awesome ride, awesome movie.
Absolutely. I mean, I love the film. Anybody who's seen my posts on the Real Fans group, whenever we talk about films with cheese in, my go-to bar is Men in Black, where I think it walks the line of taking itself seriously but being funny perfectly.
Yeah.
It's whenever I talk about anything that's cheesy, that's the model that I look to against. I think Will Smith's brilliant in it. I think Vincent D'Onofrio's amazing in it. There's that word again. I need to stop saying that.
It's charming. I didn't mean to make you self-conscious.
You're not the only person. It's quite a few people have brought it up, and now I hear myself saying it all the time. But yeah, I think Vincent D'Onofrio's brilliant in it. It is a really good film, and I like the sequels. I think both of them. Rosario Dawson makes the second one a little bit better than the first one. And then going on to the ride itself, as I said there, it's the ride that Tracy and I have ridden the most and all. We must have ridden it, and bearing in mind we're obviously coming over from the UK and we've only been over 4 times now.
Yeah.
We've ridden it, I would say, 50 times at least.
At least.
In 2005 when we came over, we rode it 9 times in a row, and on that trip did we spend 3 days at the parks, or 4? Maybe 4.
I don't know.
We rode it 32 times.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
That's, as Tracy said, we're very competitive people.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is why when neither of us got anywhere near the top 2 in our meet last year, we were rather disappointed.
I was just so nervous because of all these lovely people around me.
Well, yeah. We should have let you win.
No.
Like, you should let your children win, but
no.
F that.
Exactly.
Just like them. Yeah.
But no,
Life of hard knocks.
There's rumours of it there's rumours of it potentially going soon. I would be devastated if that ride went.
No, I can't even verbalise that.
I think the queue's great. It helps that we've been downstairs in that main area, which is awesome. Thank you, Mr. Popcorn Doctor.
Yes. Yes, I have my galactic passport.
It's a shame because I was talking to someone who apparently they don't do the main opening properly anymore now. Because the idea is when the guy comes out and he says, "Welcome to the universe," and he puts the spiel on, he's supposed to be in the elevator when the doors open, and they very rarely do it anymore.
He's supposed to go down the curtains.
Yeah, he's supposed to go around and be in the elevator when the doors open. Which, like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently that's how it's supposed to be. We have seen it done, but it's supposed to be something that they do all the time, but a lot of them don't do it anymore now.
Huh.
And like Darren said, the way that ride set up is very much like a Jaws, Poseidon's Fury type thing with that. You know, there's very few attractions in theme parks at all now that have that interaction with a team member, a cast member or whatever. And it's good that that's still there.
Do you remember one of the last times we rode it? And the guy says, "How many in your party?"
23.
You went, "Oh,
27.
Great.
No, it was Darren, you said it, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was it? "Oh, great. I'm just training."
Yeah.
Poor lad.
That was cool.
All right. So the next movie we're going to be discussing is E.T. the Extraterrestrial. It opened in the U.S. on June 11th, 1982, directed by the great Steven Spielberg and starring Henry Thomas as Elliot, Drew Barrymore as Gertie, and Pat Welch as the voice of E.T. The ride, the E.T. Adventure, opened with Universal Studios Florida on June 7th, 1990, and is the only remaining opening day attraction.
We're going to go to this one. Go on, Darren.
The movie's iconic. There's actually a personal story with it. My niece, her favorite movie of all time was that, and so she had the cassette tape, and it was just constant, watching it over and over again for a good 3 or 4 years. So I'm pretty versed with it. It's a great movie. Of course, it's Steven Spielberg. What else would you expect from that?
Yeah,
and the ride itself is I still personally enjoy the ride because I like that everything is a physical effect there. It's actually there and physical. Some of the parts look terrible. The mannequins in the all the mannequins in general, but the ones in the police car especially with the big mustache.
Yeah.
Those are just great, but and then when they get to E.T.'s planet, since they were just able to just go off on that, I think the guys were on a lot of drugs when they came up with it because wow.
Booberella, who was she?
Yeah.
We wrote it with Jade last year, and she was like, "What the hell am I watching?"
So that's neat, and I hope they keep it around for a long time, just because it's one of the last rides like that with every element being a physical element. I really enjoy that, and it's something that Disney's held on to for a while with some of their rides, and I can go back on those and experience essentially the same ride that I did when I was a kid, and I like to see a little bit of that remain at Universal as well.
Cool.
I see. Here's the thing. I feel like I'm really going to be that guy.
I was waiting for that.
There's certain movies that are oh my god, I love them. I never got into E.T.
Thank you. I don't like E.T.
I'm the same.
Thank you.
I'm the same.
I never got into it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, so, and this is
Roman. Why do you hate movies?
I think me being on this podcast is a clear indication that I don't. Although what I'm saying, I'm sure, is like blasphemous. I would rather watch Flight of the Navigator than E.T.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Like that. That's the movie along those lines that I grew up on that I love. Like I just didn't grow. I mean, I watched it as a kid. I did, and I didn't dislike it, but it doesn't hold that. That like, oh my God, do you remember this part? And when they touch fingers, I'm like, eh. And the doll, oh God, don't get me started on that doll. That was the creepiest little thing on the planet at that time.
Tracy, what did Jade say she looked
thing.
like?
Jade, at how old is she? 8?
Yeah.
She was 8. She turns around and she says, "Why does E.T. look like an old man's penis?"
That's just
I want to know why Jake
Willie,
knows
oh,
when the
that's-
old man's
Well, that was the first thing I asked her.
We asked the same question.
Yes. She's now not allowed in the dog park.
I think I say I don't dislike the movie. I get why people like it. I just personally, I can rattle off 3 or 4 movies of that time of my childhood that I would rather watch than E.T. And then the ride itself. If you don't like the movie, you're not going to really like the ride. I was just like, yeah, great. Oh, look, bikes. We're going into the moon. Yay, great. Like, so it to me has, it got a ride out of me because you kind of have to ride it, right? You're going to go. But I rode it because I had to, and I honestly have not ridden it since.
Yeah.
So I wrote it. It's one obligatory time, so I could say that I wrote it. Just like I was able to do the Back to the Future ride before they tore it down, and that because that ride was awesome. But that's how I feel about it. I got nothing else. I'm sure that there are people sharpening pitchforks and knives right now outside of my door, even though this hasn't even been broadcast yet.
Andy being there, he hasn't talked in a while.
Yeah.
So.
There's a disturbance in the force right now.
Go on then, before we give Andy a say, go on, Tracy, back Roman up.
Yeah, everything Roman said. Never got the movie as a kid. I don't know if it was because we watched a terrible copy of it. That was
Of what?
a copy, I know.
Pirate copy?
It wasn't in my house, it was my nana.
Ugh.
Yeah. I never got it, and like Roman says, there's always other films. And it used to be, it'd come on the TV. We have to watch E.T. It's amazing how many Christmases I was ill so I could go to bed and read instead of watching E.T. I was always like, E.T. Goonies. Can't watch the Goonies. I was all...
Oh, yeah.
I was obsessed with the Goonies, but that's another show.
There isn't a ride, so we can't talk about that.
Damn it. There should be.
Yes.
Yeah, never got the movie at all. I don't even want to talk about it. The ride, let's just say... The
only reason you ride it's because I make you.
It's marginally better than Twister, and you all know how I feel about Twister. Yeah, I end up in therapy every time I ride it. The only bit I do like, apart from the exit, is the woodland bit, apart from the mannequins in the police car. But the woodland bit's lovely. I don't like riding the bikes because I'm on holiday, so I don't do exercise.
You don't pedal.
I don't care. I feel like I have to exercise. It's next. That's no, I don't like it. I won't miss it. I know it's an iconic ride and people love it. Half those pitchforks are now for me. Bring it on.
Go on, Andy.
Y'all are crazy. You know what we say? Every opinion counts, even if it's wrong. This is the perfect opportunity. Because y'all are dead wrong, okay? So I like The Mummy. I think it's a good movie. I like Men in Black. I think it's a good movie. E.T., for me, it's a masterpiece. It is in my top 10 movies of all time.
Is it? Or is it just because you're told it should be?
No, it actually is. It was my birthday last week. I came home from work early and I was like, all right, I got time to watch a movie on my birthday before I go out. What am I going to watch? I watched E.T.
What? You do? Oh,
yes.
No, right. That. There's something wrong with your head, Andy, that you chose on your birthday to not watch Jurassic Park, and you chose E.T. Or Batman.
E.T. for me is like a warm blanket of a movie. It is so comforting and magical, and it continues to be to this day for me.
For me, it's like a warm blanket of piss.
I love it. I saw it in the theater many, many times as a kid because my grandmother would take us all the time because it was in the theaters for a year or two. It just didn't go anywhere. And I think it's still just as good. I think that, does nostalgia play a part? I'm sure, but I still watch it and I'm still brought to tears by the movie. And that's not just nostalgia. That's because it's a great movie. I love it. I think it is a brilliant film. One of my favorite films of all time. And
okay.
Yeah, it's magical, it's touching, it's funny. It is everything a great movie should be.
Okay.
So
What about the ride?
So I love it. And because of that, the attraction is one of my favorites in the park. I love this attraction. And again, part of it's because, it's the only original attraction that has somehow survived all of this. And I love it. I love that, like Darren said, it's all dimensional. Everything is there. You can reach out and touch it. I love the queue, that forest, because... What?
I said, whoa, why would you want to?
Yeah.
Touching an old man's willy.
Andy, what does that say about you?
I don't understand. I'm confused. I said I love the queue. I don't understand.
You said you could reach out and touch it.
Oh. I just mean because they're actual items.
I
know. And growing up watching E.T., of course, the moment that every single kid in the world wanted to live, except you losers, was flying on a bike over the city. And so this is an attraction that allows you to do that in some way. And that's magical. The very first time I was going to Universal Studios Florida was back in 1992. The attraction I was the most excited for was E.T. because I was going to get to fly on that bike. So I love that it's still there. You can still do that. Yes. Do I think it needs a little TLC, a little sprucing up? Absolutely.
It is getting.
Good. Great.
Because you said when you were there last time,
okay.
Andy, they weren't doing the voiceover thing at the end.
Right.
That's getting a complete overhaul, apparently.
Which is good. And that's one of those things that you could tell that when they built the attraction, they were looking for something new to add to make it personal. And so they added that element where E.T. says your name. Of course, yes, the technology absolutely needs updating because sometimes even if he says your name, you don't necessarily recognize it.
No.
But you got to appreciate the ambition of being like, hey, it's not just a ride, but let's make it personal. Let's make E.T. call you by name. Like, that's cool. That's a fun, unique thing that they were really trying to raise the bar back in 1990 when it was built. Yeah. So I love the attraction. I hope it never goes away, ever. I love that. Like I said, I love that forest. It has that magical feel that the movie does. I love flying on the bike. Is the Green Planet bizarre? Absolutely. Totally. You're not going to get any argument from me on that. And even the first time I rode it back in 1992, even then I was like, this is not how I pictured E.T.'s planet.
Yeah.
But now I appreciate it for its kitsch value, and because they were allowed to imagine what E.T.'s planet could look like. I think it's fun.
No wonder he left.
And I love the smell of the attraction. The attraction has this very unique smell. Yeah. I love it. So this is one of my favorite attractions in the park. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I will go to my grave defending it.
Well, I'm gonna sit on the fence because I sit on both sides. I'm not a fan of the film at all.
You made me watch it.
I wouldn't.
You.
Because as I said there, because you have to. Because it's an iconic film, whether you think it's crap or not, you've got to watch it. Wait till
you get the list of things that you have to do now.
I think it's awful. I remember I sat in the cinema at 7 years old and laughed when they found him white at the bottom of the riverbed.
Ow.
Right. I won't say how many years ago it was. It was a long time.
You were a rotten kid. That's terrible.
It's just weird. I don't get it. I understand why it's a classic film, but I'm with Roman and Tracy. I don't get it. Now, the ride, on the other hand, I like it. Yes, it needs some updating. Yes, Andy, you're right. It did do something that was quite groundbreaking at the time. You think now, what's the thing that all theme parks are doing now is highly themed queues. Mm-hmm. E.T. did it before, way before that was a thing.
What's highly themed about standing in concrete switchbacks?
You're not, though, are you? You're going through the forest.
Not outside, I'm not.
Not outside.
No, outside is terrible. Inside is beautiful.
Sorry, I'm devil's advocate
here. It's good as well that they kind of took the movie and added something extra, that it isn't just riding through the movie, that they did actually add...
Right.
Shut up, Tracy, before you even start.
All I was going to say was if they didn't have that really weird, bizarre... green planet with boobs and things
that
everywhere.
Maybe
I would like it, but that freaks
Tracy,
me out.
Everything can be improved with boobs. Everything.
Look, if I want to see boobs, I just have to look down. not in a string round an alien's neck. That freaks me out. What the hell did she come to Earth for?
So that was where her that used to work in the bar in Total Recall, that's where she's from. E.T. the Green Planet.
I'd just like to say Halloween Horror Nights. Bring on the clowns, just don't put that in there.
Oh, man. Themed E.T. for Halloween Horror Nights, that would be cool. I think they've done that before, actually.
That'd be kind of rocking.
Yeah, I like it. I hope it stays. It's something I will push to ride every time we go. Do I think it's amazing? I said it again. Bloody word. No,
it is, Lee. You can say it here. It's amazing.
It's not amazing, but it's like it is one of those last bastions of it is an old-fashioned dark ride, and there's very few of them
they
about now.
They should have kept Jaws instead.
I agree.
They should have kept them both.
They should have kept them both. Yes, I do agree with that. Yes, I understand why it's there, and I do understand the nostalgia for it, because I have those sort of feelings for other things. So I understand, and I would
Not
fight.
at Universal. There isn't anything left.
No, that's why I'm still the corner crying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a very nostalgic person, and I would, for all I'm not a fan of it, I would hate to see it go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
Right. Well, finally, the last movie we will talk about is
I was waiting for this.
Despicable Me.
Yep, I knew this was coming. I knew it.
For Andy, Despicable Me opened in the US on July 9th, 2010, and was directed by...
And the world became a worse place.
Pierre Coffin and Chris Renaud, and starred Steve Carell as Gru, Jason Segel as Vector, and Miranda Cosgrove, Dana Gare, and Elsie Fisher as Margot, Edith, and Agnes. The attraction, Despicable Me, Minnie and Mayhem, opened at Universal Studios Florida on July 2nd, 2012, and replaced Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast. Andy...
Yeah.
Get the bleep machine ready.
Despicable Me. Remember what you said at the beginning before we started recording?
Yeah. I'll see if I can do it without expletives. I like a challenge. That's cool.
Hey, I had to do E.T.
I still have the thing that you drew all over from our meet last year.
Oh, good. I hope it's on the fridge.
It is.
Good. All right. Hope you guys got time. I hate this movie so much.
Why?
I will explain why I hate this movie. And it's not just because I think the minions are annoying. I do, but that's just kind of a side effect of what I hate about this movie. I hate that this movie was like, hey, we're making a movie about a supervillain. And this supervillain is in a contest with another supervillain to be the best supervillain in the world. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. That sounds like a fun movie. That sounds like a fun animated movie. I'll check that out. But no, that's not what the movie's about. The movie is about him adopting 3 little kids and getting his heart warmed and never being a villain for 2 hours of being a villain movie. That's why I don't like it. Because it promised one thing and delivered something completely different that completely cut the balls off the premise that it promised you before you walked in the theater. That would be like saying, hey, we're making a movie about the Incredible Hulk. Do you want to come see the Incredible Hulk movie? Absolutely. Come see the Incredible Hulk movie. And then the whole movie is Bruce Banner working in a flower shop and he never turns into the Hulk.
I'm in.
That's what this is, okay?
Oh, and this is why I added this one in.
It's like saying, hey, come see Star Wars, except Luke Skywalker is going to work on the farm for the whole movie, and we're not going to see a single lightsaber. That's what this movie is. It was a bait and switch. It was ridiculous. And then the movie itself is just full of every cliche joke. There's nothing original or unique about it. It's a watchable movie. I did give it a shot. I did. But I don't get it. Like, people love, and that's the other thing. People don't even love this movie because of the movie. They love it because of the minions. You don't hear anybody who goes, oh, my favorite character is Gru. No, they just like the stupid little pandering minions. You know what? I liked them better when they were green aliens in Toy Story. I liked them better when they were Mike Wazowski and Monsters, Inc.
What?
I don't need the minion version.
How about minions cross-dress?
No. Have you ridden the ride then, Andy?
I have, because I like rides.
But not that one.
Except this isn't a ride. This is watching a movie in a theater.
You move around a bit.
Sort of. So, no, the movie is crap. The attraction, like if you've got to take an old attraction that was Hanna-Barbera, that was then Jimmy Neutron, and if you're just going to use that same attraction for a new one and slap Despicable Me in it, they did it the best way you can do it if that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it is. It's passable, but that attraction is popular because of the popularity of the Minions. It's not popular because it's a great attraction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's branding over content, and that's fine, you know, whatever. So I gave it a shot, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, like if you're just gonna use this old ride system with a new movie and slap some paint on it and change the theming a bit, yeah, that's fine. And they did a fine job at that. But you've got to really love the property if you're gonna love the attraction. Like some attractions, even if you don't love the story, are so good it doesn't matter. Like you could have never seen The Mummy, but still have a great time on that ride.
Yeah.
I think Despicable Me, you've got to love the movie already to love the ride.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Okay.
There's Despicable Me.
Tracy.
Well, I am wearing my brand new Minion t-shirt. I really am. Which I've just realised is eyes
Anyway,
strategically placed.
it's not SpongeBob.
The movie. I love the movie. But I've got to say I hadn't considered it as a non-supervillain movie. So that has got me thinking.
Taxi.
I do feel a little bit cheated now.
So Andy
But-
spoiled. Yeah.
No. But, I mean, I love the movie so much. Our 3 girl rats were named Agnes, Margot, and Edith. After the girls. I think for us, with our kids being adopted, that was a different
Definitely.
emotional thing
Connection.
for us. Especially when we realised that you can't...
now you make me feel like a dickhead. Thank you.
Oh, that's okay. My work's
Pointing
done.
Now I feel like a real ass. Thank you.
Let me finish
No,
the
but it
sentence.
does have a more
Hang on, let me
emotional
finish the
connection
sentence.
to
Let
us.
me finish the sentence. Especially when I saw that Gru sent them back to the orphanage. I went, hang on, you can do that?
Oh.
No, he got them in the first place to work for him. We never considered that.
No, I've tried. It doesn't work. They don't work. They need to go back.
Tracy's opinions are not indicative of everyone on this podcast, by the way. If social services are listening.
I'd bury him in a shallow grave first. Anyway.
Me or them.
All of you. Minions. I love the Minions. But the comic relief, the fact that they're cross-dressing, they speak their own language, they find fart bottom jokes hilarious. Just paint me yellow, I'm a Minion. Not that I cross... No, I was going to say not that I cross-dress, but I wear... Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, love the movies. Now the ride. Looks amazing from outside.
See, she said it this time, wasn't me.
That's me. It looks amazing from outside. The queue's great. Ish. The outside one. You get inside.
No, the outside queue's horrendous.
You get inside, and that is brilliant with the drawings on the wall and stuff like that. And that there's all the visuals in that indoor queue area, which is brilliant. And I like that. I like the video and stuff like that. And then you go to the next room, and it's the same again. Yeah, that's okay. And then you go into the ride. That's where I could just go through the queue and then leave. Because bring back Jimmy Neutron for me. I didn't enjoy the actual ride part of Minion Mayhem. I miss my booby dance. The bit where you bounce and everything carries on bouncing for about a week. Yeah, and then you've got the disco party. Where the hell were the Minions?
Yeah, that's crap.
No. So, yeah, like the movie, like half of the ride. Well, I like the queue. And then I'm done. So that's me.
Roman.
I actually enjoy the movie. I mean, I agree with Andy's sentiments on the Minions. It's just to me, it's a lot of just just expected filler. But I enjoy the movie, and I think that's just more the fact of if it's a decent enough animated movie, I'll pretty much enjoy it. I do agree with Tracy because I loved the Jimmy Neutron ride. So I was kind of upset to hear they took that out. I've actually never ridden the actual Minions Mayhem ride, so I have nothing to speak to it. But now that I know that they took out Jimmy Neutron, it can't be as good as Jimmy Neutron was, because that guy was awesome.
And I'm sure people say the same about Jimmy Neutron with Hanna-Barbera,
wasn't it, beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, and I liked Hanna-Barbera the best. I thought Jimmy Neutron was pretty good, but I don't have the emotional connection with those cartoons the way I did with Hanna-Barbera, and that's just kind of a generational thing.
Yeah.
So I think that attraction, whatever movie they're showing, all has to do with how you feel about the characters that are being projected.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Darren?
Yeah. The movie's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, and I rode the ride one time, and that's good enough for me. Yeah, definitely not my favorite attraction at the park or anything by any means. Yeah, that's about it on that one. Andy kind of drained the well on that. So.
I'm gonna. I love Despicable Me. I think the Minions are the funniest thing that's come out for a long time. Like when we went and saw Cinematic Spectacular for the first time, as soon as that bit where the thing goes yellow and you hear the Minions laughing, it just makes me laugh. I can't.
But you are a giggler anyway.
They just make. I just think they're hilarious. The bit when Gru's first going down and those two are next to the water cooler and the little blah, blah, just cracks me up every time I watch it. It's hilarious. I don't know what it says to. I've got such a puerile sense of humour or what, I don't know, but I just find them hilarious. And yeah, I think the fact that it is about an adoption story probably does have a bit more of a connection with us.
Steve Carell is awesome as Gru.
He is.
I meant to get that in earlier.
I think the second one's really good as well. Now, as far as the attraction goes, it's a little bit, and go with me on this, it's a little bit like Shrek. I love the pre-show.
Yeah.
The ride itself, the actual attraction itself. I don't know what it is, but I've found with the 4K HD 3D things, the 3D's not that good. No. It doesn't have a lot of depth. Like you look at something like T2 3D, and the 3D on that is still unreal today. Phenomenal. Yet you look something like Transformers and even the redo on Spider-Man, the 3D's not that good. It's crystal clear, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of depth or like realism.
3D-ish bits.
And like that Minion dance party at the end is just a waste of space. The shop's cool.
It's people shuffling across the floor self-consciously.
But it's popular because I don't think when we were there last time we saw it with less than a 50-minute wait. Whether that's more down to capacity or what, I don't know.
50 minutes isn't actually that long.
It is when everything else in the park was about 20. We queued 10 minutes to get on Rip Ride Rocket.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they'll be kicking themselves that they shoehorned it in there, being as big as it is. I think that would have been your Kid Zone replacement had they realised. Now would have that been, Andy, a whole area.
Hey, that's what we got out here in Hollywood. But here's the thing. I'll give credit to like the placemaking and the playground here in Hollywood because they did a great job with it. Yeah. So I don't love the movie, obviously, but you turn that into a high quality attraction and I can still appreciate that. Yeah. So I appreciate what they did here in Hollywood with the facade and with the food and beverage location and with the playground and everything. That's great. So, and I think you're right. When my feelings notwithstanding, this property is hugely popular. I get that they wanted to shove it in there so they could get it quick and have an attraction immediately. But if they had taken an extra year and actually built an original attraction, I think it would have paid off in the long run.
Yeah, I think a dark ride would have worked really well for it.
Yeah. And I want the doorbells in Orlando.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Right, well, I think we'll end it there.
Yeah, no more surprises for Andy.
Sorry, Andy. I had to do it.
Now we're going to talk about Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween. Sit down.
So that's going to bring us to the end of episode 106. Don't forget to go and check out Andy and Roman's podcast. That's the Real Fans for Real Movies. Andy, where can listeners find you?
The easiest place is just go to the website, RF4RM.com. That's RF, the number 4, RM.com. That's where you'll get the links to all the latest episodes, or you can just search us on iTunes, Stitcher, or Podkicker, Real Fans for Real Movies.
and it is an awesome podcast.
It really is.
Big.
Thank you, guys.
No,
Thank
it
you.
is genuinely.
Yeah,
just,
thank you. It was a lot of fun.
The only problem is I don't get to listen, or at least I can't listen to it most of the time because you all go like when the movies come out. We don't get to go that often, so like, right, can't listen to that
Damn
yet.
kids.
Can't listen to that one yet. Oh well, I'm not going to go and see that, so I'll listen to that one. That's fine.
Yeah, the first half of your podcast are excellent.
I always skip to the trivia bits though.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
So for Andy, Roman, Tracy, Darren, Hunter's not here, and I've been your host, Lee, and this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Roman, take us home.
On behalf of Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tours, I'd like to thank you for your bravery today. But don't tell anyone about this. If word got out, it'd be the end of Captain Jake's and all the other businesses in Amity. After all, we got him, didn't we?
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmitz, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter at UUOPodcast, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at UUOPodcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast, and don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
Mice Chat.